hello. This is Valerie and Eugene. Hello, Eugene.
Hi, Valerie.
Today we're gonna explore AI in art therapy, and Eugene has decided to try this
Volunteer.
volunteering into the art therapy session to try AI and how it works in terms of understanding humans. So today we're going to run a session using MidJourney and ChatGPT to guide us through a usual art therapy session. So let's give it a go. Eugene, how do you feel today?
I feel experimental. I think it's a mirror for us to try, this early stage developed AI tools to kind of explore different facets of us. I still think that humans are pretty advanced in art things, but it's gonna be fun. Hopefully, let's see.
So today we're in these safe locations for us. We're in the middle of nature. Um, Around us is beautiful ocean. And do you have any issues that you want to uncover today? Do you have anything you want to discuss in this session? Something not dramatically significant because we're sharing it with everyone online. So anything that is mild for you, doesn't have a personal attachment, but you're happy to share.
Yeah, and thanks, Valerie, for preparing me because you kind of know my approach to this questions. I might have gone in a very significant and global like issues and problems that are concerning me, but for the purpose of this session and for our audience, I've thought recently that I've changed in the way I perceive my personal wardrobe and my personal sort of set of dress that I use daily. And I would like to go for something, even when I'm talking about this, I mean both personal, like casual days with my family, or just when I'm going out for simple things like groceries, and even like and even like business meetings and business trips where you need to look smart casual or business C kind of. So I used to be a lawyer in my previous professional life, and we had this like very tight suits and ties and this kind of like very tight approach to how you should look in the business room. And the same kind of transcendent into my personal life. I always try to be like looking sharp, even in very casual situations. But now I think I'm at the stage where I want to simplify things and make it all comfortable for my body, for my mind, whilst looking you know kind of constructive and sharp enough for the people I meet or I see. So it should be like a balanced approach. But I want to simplify my wardrobe in a way, both for business and personal purposes. And the main criteria for that would be comfort for my body, mind, and spirit, and just for dynamic of my body. So if I move or go somewhere, whether it's a business meeting or personal reason, private reason, it should be always comfortable for my body. Sorry for the long way of explaining
No,
that,
no,
but
no. That's very good.
I
So
hope AI can handle my speech.
no, I'm actually putting in manually everything that I find important to put in, and just to overlook it. So the main criteria for you to change in your wardrobe is the way you used to perceive fashion in a very what would be the word? The way that you,
I
as
think
a
it was
lawyer,
it was imposed externally due to like
impose.
expectations of the professional society I was in, and same for personal reasons. I was living in Ukraine, in the capital. There's a certain culture you need to look, uh, you know, more than you actually are. And now I don't need to prove anything to anyone. I just need to make sure I'm comfortable internally. And when I'm saying internally, also as I feel, as my body feels in a way. So
So you want to simplify your look and but still look constructive and balanced, and the main criteria is comfort for your mind,
comfort for body and mind, yeah.
for body and
Even if I
mind.
sit in a very uh, tough negotiations room, and making pretty hard choices, I still need to feel comfortable physically about what I wear. I wouldn't like to wear a tie or suit that restricts me and constrains me. That will impact my comfort of making right decisions.
So you don't want your clothes to constrain you in making decisions.
Yeah, even when you see I'm leaning towards like business stuff, but even when I'm going to groceries, I don't want to look like in a kind of rubbed T-shirt and old trackers. I still want to look kind of okay, comfortable to go to groceries, comfortable internally and externally.
So even when you when you go to groceries, you want to look presentable, but not professional.
Yeah, I mean, we need to respect setting we're in externally, and if it's professional, I don't want to go there just in a swimming suit or something radical, but still I don't want to put constraining clothes on me. And obviously when I'm going to groceries, I don't want to just put something that's old and looks weared out, but I don't want to over complicate things as well. I want to have something simple, comfortable, and that kind of presents me into society that goes for groceries in a certain way as well.
Okay, so Eugene, a former lawyer, is seeking to explore and redefine his fashion and dressing style. He feels burdened by the society and cultural expectations exposed by the legal profession. His primary goal is to simplify his look while maintaining a constructive and balanced appearance. Comfort is crucial for both his body and mind. Eugene is open to making bold fashion choices that reflect his individuality and values, even during mundane activities like grocery shopping. The key is to look presentable and respectful while allowing himself the freedom to make decisions that align with his authentic self. Do you find this correct?
I understand that this is from ChatGPT, right?
That's right.
Yeah, I think overall it's really good summary. It's just the part that didn't sort of land well with me was like too many mentions around my lawyer's sort of traumas from legal profession.
So that's
But
something that
but I think to be fair here, I think that was exactly what the mirror of what I was saying. I even kind of caught myself on that point later. So overall, that's a fair summary.
okay. So by this is the intention that you came here today, and the first thing we're gonna do is do a meditation, the visualization meditation, and try to relax you and get you back into your body. And if you feel comfortable, please lower your gaze or close your eyes and take a deep breath. Feel your body. Take a deep breath in, breath out. Feel how you sit on this chair, your feet. Make yourself comfortable. Feel the sound around you, the birds singing. Let go of any tension in your body. Allow yourself to be fully present in this moment. Take a few deep breaths in, inhaling slowly through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. With each breath, imagine a warm, calming light bringing a sense of peace and relaxation. Picture yourself standing in front of a wardrobe filled with diverse range of clothing. Each piece represents part of you, part of authentic self that you are. As you open the wardrobe, feel the sense of excitement and liberation. As you browse through the clothes, notice colors, textures that resonate with you. Feel the fabric between your fingers, touch it. Appreciate the comfort of each piece that you have. Allow yourself to guide you in selecting exactly what feels right for you. Imagine yourself trying on different outfits, experimenting with styles that reflect the true essence of who you are. Embrace the idea of change and growth as you let go of any clothes that no longer serves your authentic self. Your clothes is a statement of your values and individuality. Whether it's a bold choice or a simple one, feel the alignment between your expression and your true self. Pick the clothes, the outfit with confidence and sense of liberation. What feels to be authentically you, free from any constraints of societal expectations. Embrace the joy that comes with that true self expressing yourself in that clothes. As you get yourself dressed in that clothes and you feel comfortable and you feel enjoyable and you're true to yourself. This is opportunity to align your external expression with your inner being. The sense of authenticity with you as you open your eyes, bring it into your reality. Whenever you're ready, gently open your eyes. So, how do you feel, Eugene?
I feel like I've moved to another dimension, to be honest.
Yes.
It's so simple
So,
because, yeah, we kind of normally when we catch up for these sessions, we're discussing something like big and global and planetary impact. And I thought it's so easy to start with small things like this one, and it actually liberates you. I actually felt free when I looked at my, for now, imaginary wardrobe that you guided me through.
if you would to make a picture of your vision that you just saw, what would be the things that you would pick up, the feel that you would sense if you had anything that came to you in that visualization that we can envision by using MidJourney?
I think it was lightness, freedom, uh,
Is there any particular colors?
smooth colors, no aggressive colors like white. I mean, and classic colors, white, black, and then how do you like coffee color,
Neutral colors?
neutral colors. How do you call them?
Beige?
But yeah, beige, uh, latte coffee kind of
Yes.
colors, and um, you know, light gray like for shoes. So nothing radical, nothing like kind of toxic green red or something like that. So very like calm colors, even
And
some
what vision
shades
comes
of
to you?
them, but
Any
very calm.
shape or anything that comes to you when you?
And it's not like slim fit kind of. It's a relatively relaxed kind of shape, so that doesn't constrain your body and doesn't sort of take your body shapes aggressively in a way. Actually, that's a fun part. I don't know if our audience would be interested in that, but I'm a big F1 fan, and we have Lewis Hamilton, who's like after fashion things, and the way he dresses up between his races is interesting from that perspective that I've taken just now. Even though I definitely don't support this guy, I have a different favorite, but like if you take a different perspective, I think he has something over there. He's just like liberating yourself from all these societal
So
constraints.
is there any certain shapes when you talk about Hamilton that comes to
Yeah,
your
when
mind?
I remember his pants, they're like they have straight line. They don't have any like again slim fit kind of body shape type of forms. And same for the body. So it's
Is there any particular material that comes to you?
definitely linen, cotton, definitely. And I'm not really good at this, so like this is what comes to my mind.
And when you're surrounded, what kind of exterior that you've been in, interior?
I've seen a huge wardrobe like in one of those. We actually have some of this type of houses around here. This is a really beautiful place in Mornington Peninsula. Uh, so it's like a very tall ceilings, a lot of glass kind of in windows, and very bright premises, and like one of those modern tall wardrobes where sliders where you open up and you see like multiple sets of dress with lights inside. So I end up seeing like 40, 30 sets of this type of dress that I imagined
Mm.
over there.
And is there anything in particular that makes you feel liberated when you talk about it?
Mostly moderate smooth colors and linen as a fabric, and shapes that don't constrain your body. Just very simple dress. I've seen like people in Argentina or Latin America, due to the climate, they have this very stylish but non-constraining dress over there, mostly using cotton and linen. So that's another image I came to my mind, that I look very kind of smart, casual, somewhere in Argentina with a glass of wine, having a actually business conversation at the cafe with someone.
So by using MidJourney, we have created the vision of what you were discussing. So when you look at it, does it remind you of anything that you've just discussed?
Yeah, it absolutely does. For instance, the picture on the top left
Sorry,
is
I'm just trying to share it.
yeah, just share the entire screen.
Yes.
Here we go.
So the picture
On the top left,
on the
but
top left.
combined with the picture on the bottom right. This is
Okay.
something that I would probably
So what
opt for.
about this?
Um, Bottom left again, but I mean too radical on the heels or whatever it's called. This part of the body over
And
there.
when you look at it, how does it make you feel, these images? So for example, this image here, on the bottom right, how does it make you feel when you look at this person?
Confident.
Confident.
Yeah, I'm just I can go with that outfit. I can go anywhere and achieve whatever I want to achieve.
And you didn't look at the shoes when we're discussing. So as you can see, it has a few options that was given. So you tend to look at this one.
Yeah, actually, the fun part about shoes, I've bought shoes.
So if I open that one, I don't know if you can see. this one. No, not that one. So yeah, so this one. So which one resonates more with you?
Top left.
So still wearing shoes and
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm not that type of like Brazilian kind of guy on the beach. Absolutely, I need shoes because I'm moving around the city sometimes, or I'm gonna hop on the plane or car. In some countries, it's even illegal to drive without shoes, like this country, for instance.
yes.
So I need to have this balance with reality, as well, while keeping my freedom in place.
So when you see this person coming to life, what you had just discussed in your vision, and you have visualized it, and then you have this image of what came to you. How does it make you feel?
Uh, I think it makes me feel liberated, but I think that there's just like externally, there's just not enough focus on that at the moment from the fashion brands. I'm not an expert again. It's just my bubble view.
Mm-hmm.
And also, like, if you even look at these pictures by MidJourney, they're all designed for tall, fit, 25 years old model guy
So
who's.
what strikes you that this you can't resonate with that person that's on the image? Is that
Yeah, because
right?
I'm not that fit at the moment. I can get there like in some time, but I don't want to change. So for the purpose that we're trying to get here, I'm not changing my lifestyle. So I'm not like trying to go to gym or do like 3 meditations per day and yoga. I'm just staying myself. Like let's assume that, right? And these pictures, they show me this again. They show me this, like, I don't know why they, again, maybe I'm a too big fan of F1, but this guy reminds me of Charles Leclerc or Carlos Sainz,
Mm.
kind of like
So
25
some
years old.
idealistic.
Yeah, idealistic, young, fit, sporty model type of guy, which is not real for us. We know now some fashion brands, especially in women's kind of industry, they take reality check, and they have these pictures of real kind of looking women, mother of 3 kids, or like 45 plus years old, like with real body. Because we're, again, the whole purpose of this is not to constrain yourself the way you are. And then when they put this like Hollywood type of pictures of models with even with this kind of clothes that's meant to deliver freedom, the actual look of the person with in this clothes doesn't deliver the freedom, because you kind of, oh my god, I need to shape myself up before I can get free, which is like catch 22 in a way, right?
So that's something that um, takes you into from your clothes into society again. So
Yeah,
because of the way that you can see this person
absolutely.
that the
Great.
AI has put together, MidJourney has put together, it reminds you of your natural state, uh, that you are not a model, and the society is pushing you to wear something that you, again, as we've discussed, you want to go away from.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, that's a good summary. Again, I'm not a model probably for the shape of the body, but again, I can get there. But why would I do that if the whole purpose in the first place was to make my life more comfortable for my current body? And whatever my body would look like in 2 months, I can get to the point. Still, I'm a, you know I'm a lucky man. I can get to the point like at this picture. But why should I do that? Because my request was to make my life simpler and easier, the way, in the circumstances where I'm already at. So That's a really big one. Again, this comes from the external society imposed kind of expectations that anyone who would make samples of pictures of any fashion brand, most of the fashion brands should look like this, which is, again, it's just another bias, right? In a way, I mean, we're all biased, which is fine, but this is what comes up in my mind when we're going through this session.
So by doing this activity and visualizing with MidJourney of what you have in your guided meditation, um, that the materials, everything aligned with you, that the way that MidJourney has put it together was exactly how you see it, but because of the use of the models in MidJourney, it takes you into that connection to the society and the pressure of looking fit and looking like a model. That again takes you away from what you want. You want to liberate and you want to feel freedom.
Yeah, exactly. This is more about the way Midjourney looks at human beings within this outfit, but I think the actual outfit and the wardrobe it's selected, it looks very much close to what I would expect and what I've seen in my during my meditation sort of visuals.
So it sounds like you seeking a shift in your personal style that aligns more with your authentic self, moving away from societal expectation associated with a more conventional model look. You wish to simplify your appearance, focus on comfort for both your body and mind. Despite making choices that may be considered unconventional, you want to maintain a sense of balance and constructiveness in your appearance. Even in everyday situations, like we've discussed, you still want to look presentable and respectful. So you're looking to express your authentic self through your clothes choices, embracing comfort and individuality while navigating societal norms with a sense of balance and respect. Is it something that ChatGPT has put for you, and do you feel like it exactly how you would express your emotions?
Um, in general, yes, but I think last part is too formal, especially embracing comfort, navigating societal norms. I mean, I think the exact point I was making that societal norms about how human beings should look like as a person who's wearing anything or model that's put on this sort of ads is very much driven by, I don't know what it's driven by, but it comes from some like late 90s about how the model should look like. So my point, I'm not gonna navigate that part. I'm gonna be myself, and this is where my comfort comes from. So this is the part I basically in a way don't agree with.
So by looking at this clothes as your appearance, as the way you present yourself to the world, would you find that from entering the society that is not longer pushing you into constraining how you look and selecting the colors and the clothes that makes you feel liberated and free, um, would you think that from a spiritual way, you seek to shed off the layers uh, of imposed by external expectations by symbolizing your spiritual opening up to who you are, opening up your true self, your desire to simplify your appearance, reflect your um, true self without the societal mask, revealing the essence beneath yourself.
There was a long intro, but uh, I think the part about societal mask is 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 the core of what you were trying to explain at the moment. Like, yeah, I mean, I think I've started with that. I don't need to prove anything to anyone, lawyer society or people at the grocery store. I can be myself. That which means that um, that's a journey of liberation in a way, and from societal masks. Because I know what is the value I'm bringing to the world. I know my weaknesses and strengths to large extent. Obviously, it's always an ongoing, continuing exercise, but the kind of ratio of the extent I've got to is enough for me to understand that I'm not gonna follow blindly something that comes to my way externally, including models on this picture. And I probably am going there. So, but even the fact that I'm talking about it in that simple kind of request of my everyday life, that means that I'm pretty much there. So societal masks is probably the core phrase out of the whole summary you've just said.
So, if you would visualize yourself as the hero that's stepping out of this society and expectations as into his self between the challenges. This spiritual metamorphosis is not just a change in your wardrobe, but it's transformation of your spirit. That is the way to open up yourself to who you are, being a lawyer in the past. What image would come up to you when I said that this would be a hero?
Uh, Actually, one of the images on the, I think it was top left corner
Yes.
in the first. You can even get this bald guy from the last picture.
Yes.
So this guy on the top left corner,
Yeah.
and then but for whatever reason, because we're going too deep now, but for whatever reason, I'm not gonna explain this because I don't want to expose
That's right.
deeper. But this guy has a sword.
Mm.
It's like in the was this Star Wars kind of thing. They have sometimes they may have this kind of outfit, but they still have a hidden sword they can pick
Mm.
up at any within any dangerous situation that would light up with different like blue color or pink color, whatever you like, to sort of protect the environment or advance in any uncertain situation. So it's interesting. It's like in the medieval times they would have this metal sort of uh, costumes to protect themselves in the battle, and it reminds me of this sort of legal suit I was wearing, like constraining your body, because the actual power comes within. You don't need to have that protection, but you still need an focused energy to act in certain situations, business meeting, or even selecting the right product in the grocery store, because marketing may kill your bank account. Yeah, I'm trying to simplify things. Yeah.
So, by concluding everything, so coming out as this hero, as a bald guy, wearing these clothes, as your true authentic self, liberated from constraint of societal expectations, this transformation isn't merely a sartorial change, it's a sacred dance with your spirit of yourself. It's a rebellion against the unnecessary burden of societal validation. So your heroism lies in the simplicity of being, in choosing comfort as an ode to your inner peace. The garments you selected becomes a symbol not of conformity but of self-expression and a quiet confidence that doesn't seek external approval. It's a spiritual metamorphosis, a shedding of the layers that no longer serve you. In this narrative, you become the architect of your own story, designing a life that aligns with your soul's calling. Your hero's journey, once entangled with proving yourself to society, now evolves into sacred quest of self-discovery and inner alignment. Your fashion choices echoes the hymn of authenticity. Each garment is a note in the symphony of your liberated spirit. How does it
I
sound for
love
you?
that. um the only like just maybe still being a lawyer, too many multi-layered words. So like ChatGPT overloads the summary, because if I would write that, I would select one deep word per, at least per sentence, or maybe per paragraph, and it overloads.
How does it make you
But
feel?
in principle, architect of your own kind of reality, or whatever that sounded like, that resonated with me. Kind of bring back yourself to yourself, and oneself, authentic oneself, that ChatGPT mentioned, that does resonate with me. But if, from linguistic standpoint of view, just too many heavy words, and like basically every word is like overloaded. It's just my linguistic observation.
Yes.
If we're talking between
So
humans,
if
we would
you
like to
choose the
have
words
this:
that resonated with you, what would be those
architect,
words?
oneself, authentic. This is what kind of landed well with me.
And the image of that man would be the visualization of that person
Yeah, but with this word.
with a sword.
That's right. Um, Still, maybe some small details about the outfit, but in principle, 90% yes, yes.
So what would this person tell you if he had a sword and he would had
But it's like an invisible sword. It doesn't mean that it
mm,
sits because the pants are too wide. It can sit there. It's just like energetic sword. You can. It's mostly work on yourself. You have it anyways, right?
so if you are to talk to him, what would he tell you?
It's like talking to myself in the future. I know I'm there anyway. It's like higher self talk. I'm kind of there, and it's something that I've been practicing recently, trying to go back, go forward to my future self or my higher self, and give myself an advice in my present state, which is a very interesting exercise. But kind of I know what he knows, but I'm not there yet in my present reality, and potentially my journey about simplifying my external look and kind of tangible reality is one of the small steps
So you say
towards
that
that.
he knows in the future that you that knows more than you are today.
He's basically like my mirror, but from the different timeline of myself.
So if you are to have him there to ask anytime, because this visualization that we've done could be there for you um, as a realistic impression of your visualization, and you are to talk to him whenever you need wisdom from yourself in the future, would be that working for you as a guidance from yourself?
Yeah, why not? Should work.
I mean, if you want to talk to him when you have questions, would he help you to answer?
Well, I'm doing that. It's just this particular picture is AI generated picture that triggers reminder about me doing that anyway. And I haven't been doing this say 2 months ago. I started doing this recently, so it just maybe in a way a confirmation that I need to keep this conversation with my higher self or future self going. And this guy on this generated picture just looks similar, or as a reminder for me to keep doing this.
So you would use him.
No, I wouldn't use anyone. I mean, especially AI generated pictures. Um, I think that it just complements my
Vision.
visuals that I've seen during meditation, for instance, and kind of formulates them in a way, and that will go into my visual memory as a part of my personal universe.
So thank you, Jean, for giving this session a go. And if you are to conclude, comparing to usual session when we don't have ChatGPT and MidJourney, how would you feel? How does it make you feel using AI in helping your visuals and sounding board as a way of constructing your words into shapes. Do you still have that resistance to understanding that this is a AI or it's not a human perspective?
Uh, First of all, the fact that I appeared at this session means that I'm open to this kind of experiments or different sort of angles. I definitely think that it's an interesting one because there is no negative or positive in this one. Uh, as you said, it might be a sounding board, a visionary, like visionary visual board that accelerates us to the conclusions or to nail down what I'm trying to explain or deliver, because we use two AI tools today. One was more text based that would sort of analyze what I was saying. The other was visual, and I think, and I don't know if the audience knows, and you kind of know that I'm a really big fan of leveraging AI to accelerate our decision making in terms of routine part, because I think still we can leverage what's called system two of thinking and emotional intelligence as humans to make complicated decisions sometimes. And AI we actually helps us with system one, which is quicker one. So for instance, it brought us this images and visuals, and then it summarized whatever we were saying, sometimes not in a very concise language. It summarized in a concise language, and parts of it were absolutely good and resonating with me and positive. Some of them called some resistance in me, but that means we can pivot, we can think another way and explain another way. So it's just a good augmented um, capability to what we're trying to achieve. So I'm overall, I think we should give it a go. And
Did you
but
feel safe?
absolutely, I mean, I felt safe because you were guiding the session.
Hmm.
Probably if that was completely just AI, generative AI with voice, I wouldn't feel safe. And we have that requirement that human supervision absolutely should be there. But when we have this triangle, whatever capability of AI supervised by human plus the actual guest, that was absolutely safe for me.
So you felt safe because of me guiding you and programming it and putting the words in, and that made you feel comfortable with what AI has put together. So if I wasn't there, you would not give it a trust, you wouldn't open up to it, and you would still control or doubt it.
Well, I assume so. I don't know exactly, but I can give an example. Recently, I've been trying to leverage ChatGPT for some of my decision making tree professionally for next year, and whatever responses I got, they weren't enough for me, and I just basically I didn't have a guide like yourself, like a human being around. So I went internally to myself and switched on my intuition to understand where I feel like going. So I think trust is good and bad thing at the same time, but this is human part. We can't build trust with algorithm just because it's an algorithm. It's a software program anyway. But as I've said, there's incredibly huge potential to accelerate multi-layered data around what we're trying to understand, and that's indispensable capability of growing AI, um, you know, AI technology in a way.
Thank you so much, Eugene. It was an interesting experiment for us to do, and I think it also depends on a client that is going through using AI voice, using your hands and drawing. It's a very different experience when you guide someone through drawing and you explore around it. But if um, you have lack of probably art materials or something like that, that's a very good tool to use to visualize. when, for example, you have, you're sitting on the bus or you don't have any art materials around you, and we can use that to do an art therapy session, because it's still an art therapy. And by seeing that picture, you can work around it.
Yeah.
It still makes it real for you, and then it makes it realistically, you can point what's not correct, what's correct, what is there. So you start living that picture as well, and you always can keep it in the future.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good tool to use. And of course, ChatGPT will never get to that human connection with touch and compassion as a human would. And you can see it from the ChatGPT. So I would definitely use MidJourney. If you don't have art materials, or person are not willing to use art materials in the session, but ChatGPT is something that is still far beyond the work of people and compassion and empathy during the session.
Absolutely. Thanks, Valerie. Thanks for having me,
Thank
and
you.
thank you for to our artificial intelligence friends tonight as well.
Thank you.